Hey, what's up guys? Alex here with a new video, and today we're doing a What's in My Bag Italy edition, chapter 3. So this is the third time I'm making this trip and the third time I'm making this video. So if you're not familiar with my channel, I'll actually link my previous two videos of what's in my bag so you can see how much my gear has evolved over the years, or hint hint, not evolved, and you can see the gear I'm taking and why I'm taking it. I've absolutely fallen in love with Italy and the Amalfi Coast. It's one of the most gorgeous places I've ever been to, and I always capture some of the most stunning images there, and I'm super excited to be going back. And this time I'm going back for my birthday, so you will actually be seeing this video on my birthday. So by the time you see this video, I'll actually be relaxing and enjoying the beautiful views of the Amalfi Coast. But today I want to share the gear I'm taking. Ironically, I call this a what's in my bag. I haven't decided which bag I'm taking. I always do this. I order two new bags that get here 2 days before the trip, and I'll kind of make it a game time decision. But regardless, today I'll show you the gear I'm taking, some of the accessories I'm taking, and obviously explain why I'm taking them. So enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and get to the cameras and tell you why I'm taking each one. So here in front of me, I have all 4 cameras I'm bringing with me, and 4 sounds like a lot, but I actually think this is a pretty light travel kit, as crazy as it sounds. I'll get to the main star of the show, my main bread and butter, the Leica Q343. This camera went with me last year, and it was just perfect. Ironically, the year before that, I took the Q328, and it was also a perfect camera. I think the Q is the perfect travel camera for so many reasons. 1, it's weather sealed. So in case there's inclement weather, you're protected. 2, it has autofocus. And to me, that's super important because in these trips, look, I'm gonna be very real with you. I also want pictures of me. And I can't give my girlfriend this beautiful rangefinder and expect to get sharp photos. So a camera with autofocus is essential, and the Q3 does that. Also, another thing I love about the Q3 is the Leica Photos app and how fast it is. You can transfer a RAW file from the Q3 to your phone, edit it, and have it up in social media in minutes. It's insane. So it gives me the ability to also share some of the images I'm taking in real time, and I really like doing that. So the Q343 is the main bread and butter, and I'm super excited to be taking it again with me. For my secondary camera this year, I'm actually changing it up. I usually take a film camera, but the last few times I've gone, film and the Italian airports have not been my friend. Both times the film has gone through the X-ray scanner, and that has not made me very happy. So instead of being stressed out, I'm not taking film this year, and I'm taking my M11P with a 28 Summicron. This, I think, is the perfect pairing to the Q343 because it gives me the wide angle perspective and also gives me a small compact setup. I haven't taken a digital rangefinder with me in any of these trips, so I'm also excited to be using manual focus and really slowing down as I'm capturing some of these images with the M11P. For my third camera, I'm taking the new Leica Deluxe 8 100 Years of Leica Edition. Now this camera will serve a different purpose. So this camera will actually be on my girlfriend. So my girlfriend will be carrying this camera, and she'll be using this camera for the trip. So she also has a camera to capture memories from her perspective. Another reason why I like this camera is because this camera is very low profile, which means when we go out to dinner, this camera is more socially acceptable than these big cameras, which means we can still take pictures, capture memories, and not necessarily bring too much attention to ourselves. And that's why I love the size of the Deluxe and the value proposition of this camera. I'm also bringing this flash that comes with the Leica Deluxe, and this combo here again is a super small, low profile combo that we can take with us at dinner, take with us at places where I don't necessarily want to bring a bigger camera, and we won't bring any attention to ourselves. So I'm really excited to bring this camera on this trip. Before we get to the accessories, there's a fourth camera, and this camera will serve 2 purposes. And that is the DJI Action 5. So I actually just picked up this camera for this trip. So it's going to serve 2 purposes. 1, it's going to document the behind the scenes of some of the photos I'm taking, and I'll show you how here in a second. But also, we will be doing a lot of water activities this trip, which means I wanted a waterproof camera to capture video, take some stills, and not worry about it getting wet. And this will serve that purpose. As far as accessories goes, I'll kind of lead right into it because you'll see how it makes sense. I have this hot shoe adapter, and essentially what this will allow me to do is attach my DJI Action 5 on top of my Leicas so I can capture behind the scenes content. This just gives me the ability to capture more content for YouTube and show you all some of the behind the scenes on the photos I'll be capturing. So I'm super excited about that. Another accessory I'm taking is the Polar Pro Chroma Polarizing Filter. Over the last few months, I've discovered polarizing filters. I even did a video on them, so I'll link it up here. And I've fallen in love with what it does to colors. When you're using a polarizing filter, it makes your colors just pop so much more, and I love the look I get. So I'm super excited to be using this, especially in the Amalfi Coast, such a colorful place, to see the images I'll be able to capture. So I'm really excited to be taking a polarizing filter for the first time, as wild as it sounds. I'm also going to be taking a spare battery for the Leica Q. I'll be very honest, I always take a spare battery for the Q. I never use it. I like having it just in case, but I've never killed a battery on a trip. And usually I get home or I get to the hotel, I charge up and I'm good to go. But better be safe than sorry, I'm taking an extra battery. Now this next accessory actually happens to be today's video sponsor, and that is Owl Crown. If you're not familiar with Owl Crown is a Miami-based camera accessory company, and they currently make some of the best camera straps in the market. Here in front of me, I have their Trail Flex camera strap, and I absolutely love this strap. And I love it for several reasons. One, it's made out of this flat rope design, and I really like it because it's stylish, but it's also comfortable. Second, I like to say this strap is tall people friendly. So when it's condensed, it is 32 inches, and I wish I could show you here. So it's pretty short, but what's cool about this, it's able to expand and go to 55 inches, which means this camera strap fits my super long torso. I'm 6'4", which means I'm able to carry the camera crossbody comfortably. Usually camera straps only expand to like 45, 46 inches, and I have the camera here in my ribs, and that's not fun. So if you are into this camera strap or leather camera straps or any other type of camera strap, Owl Crown is making them here in Miami, and you should definitely check them out. I also have a coupon code where you can save 10% off if you use my coupon code, and I'll link it down below. Owl Crown, like I mentioned, sponsored this video, and I am taking 3 other straps. So I'm taking their Trail Flex to be with my Q3-43. I'm also taking their wrist strap for the Leica M11P, and I'm taking the wrist strap for the Leica Deluxe 8. And that wraps up the entire kit I'm taking. I honestly feel this is pretty light and efficient, and if I'm super honest, I could probably just take the Q3-43 and be totally fine, but why not take more gear and why not just play it safe? And I'm really happy with this kit. Like I mentioned, this is the 3rd time I'm going, and every time I've gone, I've just been blown away by the images I've captured. I'm actually planning on making a photo book when I get back from all 3 trips, and I'm super excited to do that. Another cool thing about that photo book is I've shot all my Italy photos with Leica, so I'm excited to continue that trend and shoot this entire trip again with Leica cameras. That makes me happy. So, what do you guys think? As always, let me know down in the comments below. What would you do differently? What would you take differently? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, please smash the like button. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Smash the subscribe button, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good one, guys. Peace.